Hi, everyone. It's Monday, January 6th. I'm Macy Eglin. We've got the first snow of the year. Could make for a messy commute this morning. We've got Newsday meteorologist Rich Von Nolan joining us to talk about the time of this and hopefully not a lot of snow.
No, this will not be a blockbuster, not for us, but areas south of us have been really getting slammed in south and west. Big snows there across the Midwest, the Ohio Valley. But for us, we're going to be on the very northern fringe of this as we look at the storm there just chugging through the Ohio Valley, the Northeast, the Mid-Atlantic, Washington, D.C., Baltimore. It's going to be really tough for them. But again, we're far enough north that we're not going to see these big snow totals, maybe a little bit on the ground for the afternoon. But again, this will be something we'll have to watch here. And again, we've had some scenes of some big snows just west of us and south of us. But will we see this much? Probably not. We'll talk all about the forecast and time it out for you coming up.
All right. Thank you, Rich. You can follow the latest snow developments on our website as well, newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Well, your commute to the city will cost you more today thanks to congestion pricing. It took effect yesterday. Most drivers will now pay $9 to enter Manhattan below 60th Street. Among those blasting the new toll, FDNY firefighters who were denied an exemption.
We are fully prepared to move forward and sue whatever agency necessary to get our members' rights looked after. Unfortunately, we have to let this play out and see what happens before we see where the problems are. But the department cannot make our members use their vehicles.
Now, the plan is still facing legal challenges, including from the town of Hempstead and from the state of New Jersey. A Suffolk County police officer is seriously injured after a crash on the LIE. This was the scene last night in Brentwood after the two-car collision between exits 55 and 56. Right now, there's no word on how it happened. And we do know the officer was airlifted to the hospital and is listed in serious condition. A second driver was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Police are investigating a single-car crash that took the lives of two seniors in Levittown. We're told an 89-year-old man slammed into a utility pole on Loring Road last night. He died at the scene. The 88-year-old woman in his car died at the hospital. An about-face from Nassau County this morning as we remember President Jimmy Carter. County Executive Bruce Blakeman now says flags will be lowered tomorrow through Thursday in honor of Carter, who died at the age of 100 on December 29th. Nassau Democrats had criticized Blakeman for not lowering the flags after President Biden ordered them to fly at half-staff at all federal buildings. Well, today is January 6th, 4 years after pro-Trump rioters stormed the U.S. Capitol. And today, Congress will certify Donald Trump's election win. Vice President Kamala Harris will preside over the ceremony under the tightest national security level possible. No violence or major protests are expected. Today is Three Kings Day, also known as the Feast of the Epiphany. Hundreds of community members came together yesterday for the Puerto Rican Coalition's 22nd annual Three Kings Day celebration and toy distribution. The celebration commemorates the visit of the Magi and the baptism of Jesus. Only in Newsday, a local artist is making a name for herself thanks to her professional wrestling portraits. Jamie Stewart has that story.
Professional wrestling. It's not for the faint of heart. It can be pretty gory and pretty artistic.
Surprisingly, one of my favorite things to paint. I just think it's so cool with all the different tones of reds, and then you have the highlights, and it really challenges your ability to make something look realistic.
Long Island's Naomi Rosenblum has been painting ever since she was a kid. But the last few years, Naomi has painted wrestling stars after dating one of them.
A lot of the wrestling fans started following me, so I kind of figured, okay, what better way to share my art than with people who will actually appreciate it.
And Naomi's talents outside the ring have gotten her noticed by those inside it.
WWE champion Liv Morgan shouted you out, Ric Flair bought a painting, and then The Rock, with over 17 million followers, tweeted at you. How did that feel?
It really was one of the most insane moments of my life, especially when The Rock retweeted my work. It was just one of the greatest feelings.
The 25-year-old Huntington native has become a big name in wrestling circles with a growing social media following. But her artistic curiosity has recently taken a turn.
After a year apprenticeship at Tattoo Afterlife in Huntington, Naomi is now a tattoo artist.
I didn't realize that there was so much actual artwork that went into it with, like fine artists, oil painters. Once I saw that there were people creating like paintings on people's skin, I decided that that's kind of where I wanted to be.
Naomi says she'll continue to paint wrestling portraits, and who knows, there may be an artistic crossover in the future.
But I'm pretty sure once I start tattooing portraits, I might end up getting a few requests for wrestling ones.
For Newsday TV, I'm Jamie Stewart.
So talented. You can read more exclusive stories like this on our website, newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Keeping an eye on the storm this morning, that snow on the island today. Newsday meteorologist Rich Von Olin is here with the latest timing and track for us. Rich.
All right, Macy, we've got a storm here which has been pretty impressive across the Midwestern states. St. Joe, Missouri has been getting just clocked all across the Ohio Valley. There's been just scenes like this, just very consistent with the heavy snow coming down. And we're not going to see this type of deal here across Long Island. Unfortunately, it looks like things are going to be, snowy, but not like the crazy stuff that we had seen in the past storms. So it's coming out right across the mid-Atlantic states. We're going to be on the northern fringe of this. We talked about it. Long Island will see a period of snow mid-late morning to early afternoon. It's not going to really come down that hard. There'll be enough, though, that we maybe get a dusting to an inch across most of the island. Maybe the extreme south shore touches 2 inches, but should be out of here by, let's say, 5, 6, 7 p.m. towards the evening dinner time. And then we're just cold and very windy heading into most of the rest of this week. And so the snow is going to stick around a little bit. Again, not a ton, a little bit to just brush away, and maybe just a dusting to an inch. So it's not a tremendous hit for us. So we're not going to worry too much about anything tremendous, but it's going to be the cold, the gusty winds, and the wind chill is going to be with us here right throughout mid to late week. Look at these numbers here. Wake up for Tuesday. Probably the same thing for Wednesday. Single digits and teens. So bundle up. Heavy coat, jacket, everything you can do to protect your skin. It's going to be just a really kind of frigid feel from mid to late week with the wind. Now, then we have something to watch. We have 4 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, when there's not much happening. This is the GFS long-range forecast. You may be hearing about something else headed our way. If anything, it might be on Saturday of the upcoming weekend where we see maybe a big coastal storm coming up here. It is many days away. Things can certainly change. It can go south. It can go further north. A lot of things could change here. The Euro model, again, showing it a little bit to the south. So we'll watch this carefully, but just be on guard after we get through, Monday for potential maybe a bigger storm coming in for Saturday as things go along. But temperature is going to stay below normal. It's supposed to be about 40 this time of year. We got 30s all week, and that next chance of precipitation again, probably leaning towards Saturday, but again, we'll see how the track is. So we got light snow throughout the rest of your Monday, throughout Monday evening into Tuesday. It's cold, it's windy, it's going to be blustery and gusty and very chilly, at least for the foreseeable future. And again, we'll keep a close eye. It's early on that possible storm for Saturday.
Long Island weather is brought to you by PTRC.
I'm Macy Eglin. Thanks for joining us here on Newsday TV. Have a great day.